Well, rallying to save a cultural landmark in the East Village. The effort's underway to make sure the iconic Theater 80 won't have to close its door for good. An iconic performing arts space in the East Village may have to close if something cannot be done to help it refinance its debt.
Yeah, the owners are scrambling to find financial help after COVID shutdowns took a heavy toll. Matt King has their story.
Because at the end of the day, we are losing that New York that people come to see.
When he was 9 years old, Theater 80 St. Mark's now owner Lorcan Otway spent a night in the building's basement with his father, a gangster, and a locksmith attempting to crack a couple of safes left in the building by the mobster's missing boss.
The first one was completely empty. The second one, we found $2 million in gold certificates.
The Otways received exactly none of that $2 million, sacrificing it all to the Bavarian gang from which they bought the building in 1964, digging out space for a stage beneath the dining room of a former speakeasy where Frank Sinatra was a singing waiter and Al Capone once drank beside city councilmen, all entering through a butcher shop beneath the elevated train on First Avenue to booze and listen to live music.
Became the jazz gallery where Mingus and John Coltrane played.
Lorcan's family brought You're a Good Man Charlie Brown to the theater in 1967.
And that really launched us as one of the most famous of the off-Broadway intermediate-sized commercial houses.
Through stints as a classical film house, then back to a theatrical venue with a tavern open next door and the Museum of the American Gangster above, Theater 80 St. Mark's survived through the decades.
We've had performances by Patrick Stewart.
Lorcan settled the estates of his mother and brother when they died and then took out and made payments on a $6 million loan mere months before COVID hit and the city and all its entertainment venues shut down. He says a predatory lender purchased his mortgage and started charging him penalty interest for not evicting his tenants during an eviction moratorium. Now he's days away from watching everything he owns sold off in an auction.
The loss of the theater is more than a loss to my family and this neighborhood. It's a loss to American culture.
Lorcan's hoping for someone or some someones from the theater's rich, starry past to rescue the venue with some last-minute generous donations, perhaps reincarnating a movie in development pre-pandemic about the place's mafia history.
So if Mr. Scorsese is listening, we're looking for angels.
In the East Village, I'm Matt King, Fox 5 News.